This is my husband's childhood home, and the flooring makeover was long overdue. These floors hadn't been touched since the home was built in the 90s. The kitchen still had old vinyl tile, and the carpet in the dining and living area was super worn out. It just felt dated, and we really wanted to give the home a fresh, cohesive look that actually reflected our style. After moving all of the furniture, we moved on to tearing out that old carpet. Fun times, right? And then came the not so fun part, pulling out all of those tiny staples from the subfloor. But it's one of those things that you have to do to get a nice clean surface. Next, we taped spacers around the walls to leave room for an expansion gap so the flooring can expand and contract over time. Then we gave the subfloor a good sweep and rolled out an underlayment, which basically helps with sound, adds a little cushion underfoot, and protects from moisture. We went with Malibu wide plank engineered hardwood in the color Astoria, and it is so good. Each box of the engineered hardwood came with four different plank lengths, which made it super easy to stagger the pattern and gave the whole space that custom high-end look without extra effort. To cut the flooring, we used a traditional flooring saw. We have quite a few pillars in the space, so we had to pull out the jigsaw for those custom cuts. And then for the doorways, we used an oscillating multi-tool to undercut the door jamb so the planks could slide right underneath. The engineered hardwood has a tongue and groove design. We used a special adhesive between the seams to lock everything in place. Make sure to keep a damp rag handy to wipe off any extra glue before it dries. We used a pull bar and a rubber mallet to tap each piece into place and close up the seams tightly. We really love how it turned out. Astoria is such a beautiful color, and doing the hardwood in our main living spaces gave it this cozy and elevated feel. In the kitchen, we installed Malibu Wide Planks luxury vinyl planks, also in the color Astoria. And let me just say, I love how easy it is to coordinate both vinyl and engineered hardwood in the same color. It makes the whole house feel pulled together, even though we use different materials. Just like with the hardwood, we taped spacers along the wall to leave room for an expansion gap. We decided to install the LVP right over top of the existing vinyl tile, which saved us a ton of time. One of my favorite things about this vinyl is that it comes with the underlayment already attached, so we didn't have to lay anything down first. It uses a click and lock system, which made the install super straightforward. For straight cuts, we just scored with the utility knife and snapped the planks. For the tighter spots around cabinets, we used the jigsaw, and for the door jambs, we undercut again with the oscillating multi-tool. We used the pull bar and the rubber mallet to tap everything into place and make sure the seams were tight. It's such a great option for kitchens, waterproof, stain-proof, and dent-proof, which is exactly what we need in that space. And because it's the same Astoria color as the hardwood, it all flows perfectly. You'd never guess we used two different materials. This whole flooring update gave the home such a glow up. Everything feels brighter, cleaner, and way more our vibe now. And being able to coordinate vinyl and engineered hardwood with Malibu wide plank in the color Astoria made it all super easy, and it all looks amazing. Big thanks to Malibu Wide Plank for sponsoring this video.
I was so excited the day my Malibu wide plank flooring arrived. I had ordered both engineered hardwood and luxury vinyl plank in coordinating colors to use in this home upgrade. When I took the hardwood flooring and laid it next to the luxury vinyl plank, I was amazed at how well the colors coordinated. French oak Steinhardt from Malibu Wide Plank is available in both engineered hardwood and rigid core vinyl constructions. Now, I've installed click and lock luxury vinyl plank on several remodels so far, but this was the first time that I was working with engineered tongue and groove hardwood flooring. I had stayed away from it previously because I was worried that it might be too difficult for a DIY project for me. I was happily surprised at how easy it actually was. The hardwood flooring can be installed in a variety of ways, but I chose the floating floor method because it seemed the simplest to me and it worked with my flooring type. The engineered hardwood planks were nice and thick and sturdy. I started installing the flooring along the back wall, starting from left to right. I installed the first row all the way across, making sure to leave the proper half-inch spacing from the wall. The flooring is installed with the groove side facing you, which is interestingly the opposite of traditional luxury vinyl plank flooring installation. I could see why once I started adding my second row. I added glue to the length of the tongue side and then inserted it into the groove of the first row. It fit together so easily. In order to completely close the gap and secure the flooring, I tapped it, starting from the right side of the board and working my way left. The gap closed right up, and in the cases where I had a bit of glue come up, I just quickly wiped it away with a wet rag. At the end of the row, using a pry bar allowed me to get behind that last piece and tap everything together securely. I couldn't believe how easy and gorgeous it was. Once several rows were installed, I used blue painter's tape, specifically number 2080, as an additional way to hold everything together while the glue dried. You'll want to be sure to remove this tape after about 8 hours so it doesn't stay on your flooring for too long. With the new flooring installed, I went ahead and added some nice white 5¼ inch baseboards to enhance their beauty and elegance. I absolutely love the way it turned out and love how it transformed the rooms I was working on. Now, while the engineered hardwood was perfect for the bedrooms in this home, I did want to use waterproof, stain-proof luxury vinyl plank for some other areas of the home. The planks themselves have a nice underlayment attached and the pieces are nice and long. For the LVP installation, I cut the first starting piece. I used spacers for the proper spacing from the wall and set this into place, with the tongue side facing me. Then I added the second piece directly below this first one, installing it at an angle to utilize the click and lock system. Next, I added the third piece, which was actually the second piece on the top row. This way of starting provided a nice sturdy starting point for the flooring. I took planks from a few different boxes and placed them on the floor for use. The reason I took from several boxes was so that any slight color variation between the boxes would be distributed throughout the room, giving a natural and random look to the flooring installation. I do love click and lock LVP flooring. It goes together smoothly and doesn't require a heavy hand in any way. On the contrary, if the long side doesn't go into place and slide smoothly, then I know that I need to readjust. With luxury vinyl plank, a space can be completed in just a few hours, allowing for a great weekend project or renovation. I absolutely love the way the transformation turned out in this home. You can achieve the same luxurious look and feel throughout your home using both hardwood and also LVP from Malibu Wide Plank. The look and feel are excellent in every way, and it definitely was a very doable DIY project. And a big thanks to Malibu Wide Plank for sponsoring this video.